I was trying to decide yesterday whether or not I'd go to the office today, and guess what? Kind of a little bit part of me is regretting that decision, but I think I always regret it immediately after it's too late, you know what I mean? But I was just feeling a bit like lethargic. It's really stormy. I'm like, I'm going into town tomorrow. Let's just stay home today. I've got my nice cool standing desk here. Don't have that at work. Yeah, today not in a good mood. Not sure whether or not, to be fair, not sure whether or not going into the office would have made that mood any better. I just had like shit work to do today where I basically spent the whole day trying to diagnose why this thing couldn't talk to this thing. And it's like 5 layers of security. And the thing I'm trying to do is security based. So it won't tell me anything. And then there's like 5 things of security that I can't even see on top of that security. Oh, it's a pain in the ass. Got there in the end, but it was a lot of fiddle with some config, restart, wait for it to reboot, do a deployment, all that kind of shit. It was miserable. Got there in the end. Unfortunately, the solution I've now got, I don't think would actually work for anything other than internal stuff, because it also needs to be open up for external, which the current implementation won't be. But if I try and use the external endpoints, it doesn't work. So I need to figure out why that is. But I'm on holiday tomorrow. Yes. Booked today off, literally just to use holiday, and it could have been better timed. It could have been booked for today, but I'm so fucking happy to have the day off. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to do anything. Well, I'm going to go to the gym. So I'm getting up early. Still going to go to the gym. I'm going to go to town. I don't need to tell you all this. I'm going to record it tomorrow. But yeah, so miserable day at work. Tried to play some Halo after work, and I couldn't because all the multiplayer was offline sometimes. But they released the campaign today, so maybe their servers are absolutely like slammed. Watch some Game of Thrones. We'll go to bed. I'm nearly about to finish my book, actually. So I need to pick a new book and read a new book. So. Oh, they've got a maze. This is exciting. Hope there's nothing in here interesting, you know? There's literally only one choice. I'm guaranteeing you it's not that way. Fucking nailed it, boys. First try. Not a problem. The best thing about going shopping during the day is watching, like going upstairs to the men's and watching the attendants like figure out who's going to go up and supervise me. I don't know what I'm doing with my mittens because my hands are too hot when I wear them. But look how dry my hands are. I've done the vast majority of my shopping. There's only 2 more people I need to, 1 more person I need to buy for, and I need to buy cards. But yeah, I wandered over to this side of town because I want to check one shop, and I think you might be able to get some better cards over here. Slash, it was like lunchtime over there, so all of the normal shops where you buy cards from are really busy. So I was like, I'm gonna wander over where it'll be less busy by the time I get there and back. It's been a long time since I've been around this neck of the woods, to be honest with you. But yeah, so we'll do a little bit of walk up and down this street and then head back and head home, I think. Just impulse bought this big ass basket, and I don't really know why. Me and Laura's been looking for something like this for a while, so it's for her, but like wasn't on the plan of things to buy. Okay, I'm back. I didn't expect to be in town for that long, but I think I'm sorted. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna hide this basket. So I panic bought it, and then I panic bought something else to make up for this panic buy. But anyway, I'm back. Got a bit of a headache. I feel like I need to eat. Just need to do a little bit of a reassess. I think I only need to buy for Laura's sister now. And I think Laura sent me a link. I'm just going to buy whatever link Laura sent me. And that'll be fine. Normally I go off links and I do my own thing. I've tried to do my own thing. She's just the hardest person to buy for. Oh, and I might order one other thing for Laura's mum, just to make it equivalent to what I bought her down. Late though, it's 3:15, so I'm not really going to have a big lunch. Oh, there's another thing I bought as well. Find out where the cat is, by the way. I've come home. Does he give a fuck? Does he give a shit? Jamie's home. Does he care? Oh. Oh, hello. Hi. Hello, baby. You okay? Jamie, I don't want to say hello to you. I'll leave you on your towel. I bought a new mouse mat yesterday because I realised that my mouse mat was scratching my desk. And this one is a nice soft. My other one was like a hard plastic with like rubber feet. These two are not. Happy days. Here it is, look. It's like, that was my old one. It's all great. I actually liked it, but not best. Oh my golly. But yeah, so that's Dad sorted. Laura's parents mostly sorted. They're probably all right now. I just might panic buy one other thing, which I found yesterday. Just an annoying thing to order because it's a knife. And ordering again knives delivered online is a complicated process. God, I'm knackered. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to chill out. I'm going to play some Xbox. Went to the gym this morning. Made the mistake of trying to run too fast. And like really made myself like super hot and like uncomfortable, and then I didn't do anything else after that because I was just like pooped. So I'm annoyed at myself for pushing that hard. The problem is I take 3 weeks. I have 3 weeks where I do like cardio, like swimming, treadmill, rowing, biking, etc. And then there's like every 4th week I'm on call, so I don't want to get sweaty in the gym because if I need to log onto my computer and or go on like a video call, even worse, I don't want to be like drenched in sweat. And by sweat I mean like I push really hard, you know. I ain't just like a little bit sweaty, I'm like knackered, you know. Also I feel like it's easier to stop lifting weights than it is to like cool down. Like my heart rate is like 190 today. Do I really want to be stopping and just going to go sit by a computer for a little bit? Probably not. That's probably not best. I need to figure out a solution because what I think I did, I made it a little bit harder than normal, aimed for like the same kind of speed if not a little bit faster, and I just couldn't hack it, basically. And it's the first bit of cardio I've done, apart from swimming the other day, which I don't think swimming really counts, for like a week and a half more. So yeah, I need to figure out a solution for that. Maybe it's go to the gym on those days, come here and do like skipping or something. I don't know. Got to the point now where I'm starting to lose at Halo. I'm all right, but I'm now just dying a lot and getting annoyed. So it's time for bed. But Laura's still out. So Laura's gone to like a Christmas drinks thing, which her boss does like every year. She's not done it obviously last year, and she's been moving around different teams a little bit. But she's back in that team, and her phone's off. So we like have each other on Google Maps so that we can like see where each other's phones are, and her phone is offline, which I presume means she's either turned it off to save the battery or her phone's dead. So I'm conscious of how she's going to get back. And I'm like, if I go to bed, obviously I can't go and pick her up. So that was an option. She knows my phone number, I think, or like just off the top of her head. So she doesn't need a phone to be able to ring me. But yeah, conscious about that. Otherwise, I don't know whether or not I should be this cat, right? He could not give a flying shit about me. You know what I mean? Right, so he was on his own all day. I come home. Does he care? No. Stays upstairs. I'm doing whatever down here. Faffing around in the cupboard that he likes to go in. Doing X, Y, Z. You know? Presents, all that shit. Where is he? Faffing around on his own. I eat my entire dinner. Where does he? Does he come down to beg me for food? No. I start doing the washing up. That's when he knows he's getting fed. He comes down, gets fed. And he just sits in there. If I wanted to not have... Monty, do you think I got a house cat for you to just act like you're not in the house? Okay, I was just brushing my teeth. She messaged. Her phone's all right. Happy days. She's Ubering back with a mate. So I can go to bed, which is good. Because it feels like a Saturday. It's not. It's a Thursday. It's 11:30. And I don't know what I can do. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to read for a little bit. I'm on the epilogue of my book. Epilogue. I've never read a book where so little happens. Honest, like there was one thing in the middle where you're like, whoa, and then nothing. Just literally ends with, and they were all arrested. You're like, didn't even see how they were arrested. Like, you know what I mean? It was shocking. So, yeah, I'm going to read the epilogue of that. What lights shall I leave on? It's bedtime. Yeah, so It's Friday tomorrow, half day Fridays. Oh yeah. I was very much asleep by the time Laura's Uber got back last night. She's pretty drunk. Pretty drunk. Like, not getting up on time in the morning drunk. Like, staying in bed longer than you probably should drunk. Whew. My God. Then had the gall to tell me to be careful of, because I've got like 2 Christmas drinks coming up next week. She's like, oh, let this be a lesson to you. And I'm like, I've been going out for loads of drinks. You have a 1. Hammered. But yeah, so she had a slow start, and I had a slow start there also, because I have to be a little bit more quiet. Yeah, got headaches in the house. Otherwise, today has been a pretty standard Sun Friday. Watched free practice, and we watched a bit of free practice and standard like work stuff, fighting with some infrastructure security stuff and DNS all at the same time. It's pissing me off, to be quite frank. And then played a bit of Halo in the afternoon, and then just effectively chilled out in the evening. I'm getting ready to go to the gym because don't normally go to the gym on a Saturday, but like I say, I've got lots of Christmas drinks coming up, so I am gymming the next 3 days consecutively. And I fucked up last time I went to the gym because I tried too hard. So very hiccupy as well. Don't know if you've noticed. Just figuring out if I've got everything. Need to put my jeans in, and then we're sorted. Cool. Right. Not a lot went down today. Gymmed in the morning, which was good, although it fucked me up because it made me think it was Sunday all day. But I had a good hard session. We did running, we did rowing, we did cycling, we did an arms workout. Living the dream. Tomorrow, I'm getting ready for the gym. Always go on a Sunday. This time, I've got a guest pass. Because presumably the gym wants people to invite guests and then them go, oh, this place is great, and then get them to get memberships for the new year. But me and Laura's going. Woohoo! We're going to be living our best lives. It doesn't make sense for me to do that. I should wear this t-shirt. We're going to be living our best lives. Laura hasn't been to her gym since pre-pandemic, when she used to go to the gym in a different gym, obviously. But yeah, so it's gonna be exciting, boys. Otherwise, though, today just watched Formula 1, did some like admin stuff, like cleaning and filing and shit, and then played some Xbox. That's basically all I do these days, boys. I don't know what you expect. Then gang, time to end this video. We had a great session in the gym today. I didn't do anywhere near what I'd normally do on a Sunday, but I'd also would never go the day after going. And I went really hard yesterday, so I wouldn't have to go hard today. So we did running, we did cycling, and then we did like a little bit of like leg stuff. And then we had some breakfast, of which Laura was like, this breakfast, you must be comparing this to hotel food because this isn't very nice. And I'm like, the only cooked breakfast I've had outside is in a hotel. And obviously compared to a travel lodge, it is a lot nicer. But she goes to like brunch with like an old workmate. And apparently that's a lot nicer. And I'm like, well, I'm not invited to your brunches, so I wouldn't know. The only thing I ever seem to do in the evenings is prep my bag to go to the gym again. I can't go Tuesday. So I'm planning on going tomorrow. I'm going to set my alarm and see how I feel. I don't know if I'll actually go tomorrow. We'll find out, I guess. I have a very busy day tomorrow, which is why I've got to end the video as well. Yeah, I am like... I've got lots to do time-wise. And fitting this in is a luxury. So we'll see if we can do it. Otherwise today we've been wrapping presents, doing like Christmas stuff. We watched Formula 1. We're going to have to talk about Formula 1. And then we had a nice roast dinner and just watched TV and chilled out. We're currently watching Succession from like Series 1. It's quite good. We're enjoying it. So let's talk Formula 1. So obviously, right off the bat, evidently I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan. That might be come into question when Russell's next to him next year. I like Russell, like Lando, or the Brit. Basically, if you're a British driver, I'll throw you a vote, you know? In general, I really like Lewis. I think he's great. Get that out of the way. That's my bias.
But what I said going into this, I was like, what I don't want is for this, and I think it was inevitable, was for this to be like the whole thing be watered down by a steward's decision. And I was expecting like the thing at lap one, where Max pushed Lewis wide, Lewis took the piss a bit. And I think in that scenario, it was a 50-50 in the sense that the situation was caused by Max. Lewis took the piss, and then apparently that's even Stevens. It's lap one as well, so you're always a bit more lenient on lap one. And I thought that was like, oh, it's really annoying now if Lewis wins, because that's going to be the thing. It's like, yeah, but you cheated, you know? Anyway, the shit show happened towards the end of the safety car and whatever. And all I'm saying is, you couldn't orchestrate that any more in Max's favour. Like, if you like literally were deliberate about it, how could you orchestrate a situation where Max is most likely to win? That's it, right? Without literally penalising Lewis or something. But my favourite thing about Formula One is the strategy. It's like the team and the strategy stuff, rather than like the actual race. I love like all the pit strategy and like the mind games and stuff behind it, all of that kind of shit. And I don't like the rules changing, you know? So I don't think it's unreasonable to say that Mercedes decided not to pit Lewis because they looked at the crash and assumed, or their gamble was the race wouldn't restart. That was the gamble, or it would be red flagged. That was the like thing. So there's no point pitting. There's no point pitting and losing track position, because if it finishes under the safety car, you look like a lemon. Max is in front of you, right? They're not like plucking that out their ass. They're going, based on the current rules, the crash, it's unlikely this race restarts. So they call the safety car. Obviously, Max is a free pit. Why the fuck would you not put softs on? So he doesn't take a gamble. People are saying that like, oh, Red Bull took a gamble. They didn't take a gamble. It was the fucking most obvious thing to do. If you hadn't done it, you'd be an idiot, right? And then, so the two rules, and to be fair, like I didn't know of. I know vaguely the rules, but you know what I mean. I don't know the rules. The rules are, and I've seen people. I love this kind of shit about like, this is the part of law that I fucking love. But basically, the two rules are. Any car that overtakes any lapped car is required. I'm going to paraphrase, but the key word is any lapped car is required to unlap itself under the safety car. And the second part is, should any cars do that, the safety car will come in the lap after the stop. So the whole thing now is about how do you define the word any in that sentence? I fucking love that shit. So the big debate is any x where y must do z. Does that mean all of the lapped cars? I think so. Does it mean the 5 that are conveniently in between Max and Lewis? What about the 2 that are in between Max and Sainz? Sainz didn't get the opportunity to race Max for some reason, but it feels like they made up the rules. They changed the rules on a whim to make it better TV. I don't like that. That takes away the fun of the strategy and like making like reasoned calls and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've been following it on Twitter, like everyone like going like, these are the rules, like, but the race director can just override them at any point, in which case then it's just a fucking anything goes. What's the point in regulations if, you know? But yeah, I think that the race director had like no right to make that change just like at the last minute and let only the cars in between Max and Lewis through. So Sainz is unable to pressure Max. So Max doesn't have to defend from Sainz, for one. And then like do all of that just to manufacture that last lap. If you really wanted one last lap, red flag it, you know? Then you can red flag, everyone can put new tyres on, which is what Mercedes, I imagine, were predicting. Oh man, I don't know. It's just gutting. But it's part of the show. it's part of the like theatrics of Formula One, where it's all about like the team dynamics, all about the money and like all of the politics and the. I'm not really in it for the like raw racing. I'm in it for like the whole thing, you know. And this like kind of legal battle is fascinating. The fact that Mercedes just have a fucking QC just casually in their team for scenarios like this is mad. But yeah, it's sad. Like I say, I think either driver deserved to win it, but I don't think Max deserved to win it on that race, the way that went. You know, like if the last race was, fuck it, I don't know, Zandvoort, fair play, you know? Kind of, well, no, not fair play, because the result wouldn't be thingy. The thing is, like, if this wasn't the last race of the year, if that safety car was 2 laps before the, like, closer, further back, they wouldn't have ended it like that, you know? They'd have given the cars more time, and they'd let all of them through. It would have been completely different, but they just manufactured a scenario. And that feels unfair, strategically. But yeah, so, god damn it, man. But it was gutted. You're like watching it, and the messages were so quick. It was like, no cars can unlap themselves. These 5 cars can, and the safety car's coming in. You're like, what the fuck? Oh god, it was so stressful. But yeah, but brilliant racing from both all season. I think Max is a dirtier racer in general, and I think he is often the wrong side of the line. Which is why it's annoying that the final race is also marred in like the stewards thing. Like with Brazil, Max pushed the limits, pushed Lewis off. The stewards decided not to thingy it. And you're like, but then Lewis won on merit still by overtaking again the next lap. That's like better, you know, than the most recent one, Qatar. If like Max had done bad and then the stewards were like, now we're going to penalise you, it's like you only won because of the penalty rather than because of your own merit. And I think it's undeniable here that you could say Max only won that race because of a decision from the stewards. And that is like sad for everyone involved, I think, personally. Although clearly Red Bull don't give a shit about that. Anyway, it's bedtime, ladies and gentlemen. I need to end this video. Going to London tomorrow for a Christmas party, and Boris is on the TV saying we're going to do 1 million vaccines a day for the next 19 days, including Christmas Day. All the NHS is overrun, we're all going to die. So that's exciting. Not looking forward to the prospect of another Christmas here, but it's one of those things where I'm like, if I could, I'd bet £100 on it, because then I should have done that with the race, really. Should have bet £100 on Max winning, because if he'd win, I'd be like, oh, I wanted Lewis to win, but at least I've won my bet. Maybe I should do that, is bet £100 on Christmas being in lockdown. And then, at least if it is, then you got some money out of it. Right, it's bedtime. Thanks for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. We've got another it's a crazy busy week this week. Another long video is coming up. I need to catch up on videos. I've fallen behind. But there's a period over Christmas, especially if we're in lockdown, where I'll be able to catch up very easily. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I will catch you later.